It's hard to educate a child, and even harder to educate thousands depending on you. Education is not mugging up books. Education is a rigorous discipline. Education is a commitment. Even before you come to class to teach, you help your child with their homework. You send your child to school, and then you get ready to face your own battles. One person, multiple roles, and you strive to do each of them justice. You may not be the best, but you give them the best you know. So don't give up now. Don't give up ever. Give yourself some time and credit. Be you every single day. Be you because nobody can be you better.
Hey students, this is Ambika, Master Teacher of Biology at Vedantu. Now, as human beings, you know what? We are very, very good in complaining and giving excuses about a lot of things. Our list of complaints never ends, right? We can keep complaining about everything and everyone around us. My teacher did not do this to me. My parents did not do this for me. My sister, brother did not do this for me, and so on and on and on. We hate to take ownership of ourselves. We hate to take responsibility of ourselves and just keep giving lame excuses for every tiny thing that we could actually have done in a wonderful manner, right? So let's get inspired by a very, very famous lady. Ever heard of Helen Keller? Yes, she is one of the most renowned American authors, political activists and lecturers, and a lot more. I can add a lot of tags associated with Helen Keller, but this is basically what she is known to be. But why do I want to talk about her? This is her interesting story. There is a very, very long story, but this is what I want to share with you. Now, Helen Keller was born as a healthy baby in the year 1880. And she continued growing up as a healthy and happy crawler, a toddler. But unfortunately, this did not last very long. By the age of 19 months, an unknown physical ailment, an unknown brain disease, according to physicians around her times, affected her, and she lost both her sight and hearing. But then what happened? Of course, she does mention in her autobiography that she can recall those times as feeling lost in those times because she felt as if she was isolated in the world because no communication with the world around, no sight, no hearing, which means no vision, and doesn't have access to sounds, you know, that can actually be very, very scary to think about. But then, even as a child, this did not stop Helen Keller from learning a lot of things. Her curiosity led her to becoming very, very sensible in the sense she became an expert in identifying things with her touch senses and a lot of other things. Okay, so it's actually surprising to think that by the age of 5 or 6, she had actually come up with her own set of sign language with which she managed to communicate with her family and very, very close friends. And after that, her parents understood that she was very curious about learning and curious to know about everything in the world, and they enrolled her for formal education. Of course, she couldn't be like other children around her age group, but they enrolled her in a special school, and she gradually started picking up things because of her willpower to learn and because of her curiosity to learn things around her. And eventually, she even started learning language. She even started learning to speak. Imagine, for a person who is deaf, who doesn't even know what sounds would mean, she ended up becoming a person who could speak. And gradually, by the age of 24, she ended up becoming the first person in the world to become a graduate, achieving her certificate in Bachelor of Arts. And eventually after that, people started inviting her around the world. She became one of the most motivational speakers known to people around. She started visiting people studying in deaf and blind schools and so on, kept on motivating without any limit. She just wanted to spread her goodness. She wanted to be a source of inspiration to people around to know that anything is possible under the sun. Right, children? So that's how we know Helen Keller, and there is a lot more I can talk to you about her, but I think this is enough. This small piece of information is enough for us to take a lot of inspiration from. So let's be inspired by people like Helen Keller, and let's stop complaining about the small things in life. Let's understand and accept the fact that having five senses itself is a huge, huge blessing, and there is a lot that we can achieve and we can do to the world around, to ourselves, in order to lead wonderful lives ahead. Right? So, whatever you have to share with me, whatever your thoughts are on this story, do feel free to share with me either on my email, or please post your comment in the comment section below. Until we meet again, this is Ambika signing off. Bye bye.